All right, so we ended up in 6th place. Kind of had a 1-2 punch going today. It was a lot of main river docks. Back 2 floats kind of seemed to be the deal. This 3/8 ounce beaver, I custom pour them. That seemed to be kind of the deal. I think those blue tails kind of got them going, but I kind of named that after my favorite color. So, and then also when it got tough, or I went back through a stretch, I just threw a little 4-inch Nico weight. I think it's a 16th ounce. Just chucked it up by those same floats, and then went from there. I mean, it was a fun day, and it'll be close to see if I make the championship or not. So I'm excited.
Hey guys, Bahr here. Just finished up here on the St. Croix River. Had an absolute blast. Ended up in 5th place, and I had 2 baits in my hand all day. Didn't catch a fish on anything else. In the morning, I was throwing a Northland black marabou jig. This is an 1/8 ounce. I was fishing it right up on the rocks, just covering water on the bank. I wasn't catching schools of them, but it was just kind of catching them steady. This is the Northland marabou jig. Then the second half, I was fishing a patch of weeds, and I was just throwing a 4-inch Nico rig. This is a Juice Bait's 4-inch stick. Just got a nail weight in it, hooked wacky. Very simple, very effective, and it was a fun day. It ended up working out pretty good.
Noah Schultz here, just wrapped up the 3rd stop of the Champions Tour on the St. Croix River. We ended up 4th place today, and basically all my damage was done on 2 baits. I did catch 1 like on chatterbait, I think, and 2 on a jig maybe, but basically I had a two-pronged approach. This morning I was fishing bait chasers up in the north end. There's a lot of bait chasers up here, schools of shad and stuff like that. And for that, I was using an 1/8 ounce smeltonator. See, it's going to beat up, and this is Northland Tackles Eye Candy Paddle Shad. You can see how stretchy it is. I had 1 pack of these paddle shads when I started practice 5 days ago, and I still got 3 left. I think I used 1 or 2 in all of practice because I broke them off, and I did the same one on all day today. I used a clear color because the bait was real small, so I went with clear to try to imitate a small profile. And then if I couldn't get them to rise up and eat the paddle shad, or if the bait was on the bottom and the fish were on the bottom, I probably caught 60% of my fish on an 1/8 ounce Northland Tackle Netster. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, it was a 2-pronged approach. If the fish were high in the water column, I was shaking the smeltonator. If they were on the bottom, I was throwing the Netster. So that's basically it.
Evan Blakley just wrapped up here on the St. Croix River, got a 3rd place finish. Stressful day, lost a ton of fish. In the morning, pulled up on my first spot, found some school. I threw the little float and fly jig from Outcast. I don't know, I never tied one on until this morning. It looked like something I'd like, but I was on a fairy wand. Gross. Put that thing down because it sucked. Picked up a flipping stick and a jig the rest of the day. Drug this thing around, went through an entire pack of trailers, got tons and tons of bites, lost a ton of fish, but smallies in this river, absolutely choke a jig. So yeah, my recommendation, if you ever come here, throw a jig, a flipping stick, and don't look back.
Hey guys and gals, Ron Mehr here. Hey, just wrapped up the St. Croix tournament, ended in 2nd place. I'll take that. It was some tough conditions the last couple days, and things actually came together pretty well this afternoon. This morning was a little bit rougher, but this afternoon was on fire. This morning I caught the majority of my smallmouth on Arsenal's Deadly Nedley. This thing is exactly what it says, Deadly Nedley with a ballistic bait on the back, and that smallmouth candy basically, and caught them all on Vaselka's Hayden Anderson Signature Series, the Spin Boss rod. This is an amazing rod. And then this afternoon it was a 1-2 punch. I went and fished largemouth with a couple smallmouth mixed in, but I was fishing a wacky rig Cinco, and the biggest thing with that Cinco, so I wasn't constantly losing baits, is Arsenal has a collar that you put on that bait that'll save you so many baits, and I mean they're pretty cost effective for how much money they save you in plastic baits. So Arsenal's Nico, they're called Stealth Nico Wacky Tubes. Those are the deal. And then the other bait that you guys saw me catch some really key largemouth was an all-terrain tackle jig, just punching coontail, and that was with the Puppet Master Aaron Teal's signature series rod from Selka Fishing and Customs, and that was pretty much the three setups I used to really crack on them today. And hey, we had a good tournament. We're gonna make the championship, I believe, and have a great time at Waska.
Walker Krampitz here. Just finished up the third stop on the St. Croix River. Here's my key baits for success. First one, chatterbait, just throwing it up in the eelgrass, kind of throwing it anywhere where there's sand too. Second one, just jig head minnow, just fishing them, shad chasing fish, watching them blow up. You throw it at them. Most of the time they react, but like towards the end of the day, they just kind of nip at it. So kind of switch to that chatterbait later on in the day. So
how you feeling about the championship?
I'm excited for the championship. It's going to be pretty good weights, I would think. I think it's going to take over 100. So, I think it's going to be a really fun event, and we'll see what happens.